Jayla Mixdorf, and welcome to the Sword Streaming. We have a lot of news to cover, so let's get started. For over 30 years, Jim Witter has been entertaining crowds with his original works as well as works of all the artists he pays tribute to. He will be coming to WLC on Friday, October 29th for his Best of Pianoman's performance, featuring songs from music artists like Billy Joel, Elton John, and the Beatles. On that same weekend, Sunday, November 7th, we have the Milwaukee Metropolitan Community Concert Band concert. The Milwaukee Metropolitan Community Concert Band is a non-profit organization that strives to bring a musical experience to people while giving community musicians the chance to develop their musical skills. Entitled Marching On, their performance will be held in the Schwartz Concert Hall on Sunday at 3 p.m. The NBA season started on Tuesday, October 19th with the world champion Milwaukee Bucks playing the Brooklyn Nets. The Bucks came out with a 127-114 victory, and they have started their title defense with a 2-3 record. Their next matchup will be against the San Antonio Spurs at Fiserv Forum on Saturday, October 30th at 7 p.m. The Packers have kept right on rolling with 2 more wins against the rival Chicago Bears and the Washington football team. With 6 wins in a row after a Week 1 blowout loss, the Packers' 6-1 record has them atop the NFC North Division heading into a Thursday night football matchup against an undefeated Arizona Cardinals team. Just like the Packers, the Wisconsin Badgers also pulled out 2 more wins with victories over Army and Purdue these last 2 weekends to improve their record to 4-3. Also like the Packers, however, the Badgers have a tough upcoming match, with the 9th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes coming to Camp Randall on October 30th. Women's volleyball went 3-3 their last 2 weeks. After going 2-1 against Illinois teams in Rockford, Concordia, Chicago, and Illinois Tech 2 weekends ago, the Warriors came home and were swept by Concordia, Wisconsin on camp night. This last weekend, volleyball beat Dominican College 3-1 on Friday the 22nd before losing by the same 3-1 score against Aurora on Alumni Day. They take their 9-13 overall record with them to the Warrior Invitational this coming weekend to take on Wheaton, Elmhurst, and Loras to conclude the regular season. The men's soccer team came into homecoming weekend with a 6-game losing streak to snap, and they were able to do just that with a 5-0 win over Rockford on Saturday. With the loss to MSOE on Wednesday, the men end the season with a 6-12 overall record, including a 4-8 conference record. The women's soccer team, meanwhile, came into homecoming weekend with their own losing streak. On a 3-game skid, they were also able to snap their streak against Rockford with a similar 5-0 win. The women end their season with a home game against MSOE today, October 28th, to try and improve their 3-8-1 conference record. Cross country has the NAC Championships on Saturday the 30th at Concordia, Wisconsin's campus course at Mequon. The men will run their 8K at 11 a.m. and the women have their 6K at noon. Somebody break up the WLC football team! After starting the season with 5 straight losses, the Warriors now have won 2 games in a row, a 49-41 win against Rockford on October 16th and a 68-41 victory over Eureka on October 23rd for the homecoming game. Senior Justin Parbs went on an absolute tear with these 2 games with 333 rushing yards, 126 total receiving yards, and 6 total touchdowns in those 2 games. WLC will head to Concordia, Chicago next week on Saturday, October 30th to keep their streak alive. Speaking of homecoming, we also had fireworks and a homecoming dance that followed the game. The dance started at 10:30 p.m. and lasted until 12:15. Here are some pictures of what the homecoming fireworks and dance looked like. The WLC Faculty Brass Concert featured our very own staff members. This event took place yesterday, Wednesday the 27th, in the Schwartz Concert Hall and was open to the public. On November 10th, Robin Spielberg will be coming to WLC as part of our piano celebration series. As one of America's most beloved pianists and composers, she has 17 records and appears on more than 40 compilations around the world. We are so excited to welcome her back to perform on Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. in the Schwartz Concert Hall. It's time to get into the fall spirit. On Saturday, the Outdoor Rec Club took students to pick pumpkins at the Schuett Farms. Afterwards, students had the chance to carve and paint their pumpkins. What a fun event. Our other highlighted club this week is the Breakfast Book Club. To tell us more about it is Nicole Tessmer. Nicole?
Hi, I'm Nicole Tessmer, and I am the president of the Breakfast Book Club. So we are a pretty newer club. We started up last year. My friend Grace and I kind of retook it over, and we've been having a lot of fun reading a lot of books. This year we're reading And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which is a really fun mystery, so highly recommend, even if you're on the club, to pick it up and read it. So we've had 2 meetings so far. We had our first intro meeting where we had a fun activity where we had clues and people had to guess what the book was based on those clues. And then we had a service project where we were getting books to donate with a service project someone was doing for their leadership and fun class. And so for our next meeting, we're going to be discussing our book, and then we'll have a really exciting final meeting that we haven't announced yet to the actual club. So we're planning on doing some kind of murder mystery dinner party and kind of going along with the theme with And Then There Were None. So make sure that you're looking at that, or it's going to be some kind of book related, but something along those lines. So it's going to be really fun, really exciting, way to talk about books and also enjoy something a little different. So come to the Breakfast Book Club because we also have really great food besides books.
Thanks, Nicole. It's always interesting to hear more about the clubs that we have here on campus. If you have a club in mind that you think we should highlight next time, let us know in the comments. My name is Jayla Mixdorf, and this is The Sword Streaming. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless.